following program contains humor that could give rise to feelings of inadequacy. We are not doctors, financial advisors, or a credible source for anything. Relax, bro, it's just a joke.
Boys, lads, men. Eventful times that we're living in at the moment, eh? You all see the big news? The biggest news?
The biggest big news.
The biggest news? Little Mermaid's black now.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
That's wild.
I can't wait to see
I'm joking, the fucking queen died.
I can't wait to see the feet fetish that come from that new Little Mermaid movie.
She doesn't have feet.
Yeah, but at one point they
Lizard feet. Wait, what are we talking about?
The queen died.
Her YouTube channel was really good. All the archery, archer reviews and
the corgis.
Mm-hmm.
Don't they have to kill the corgis now?
I don't think that's what they do.
I'm not sure.
Don't they usually bury the emperors and pharaohs with their animals in their tombs?
Shit, you're right.
She has a lot though.
I know, she's gonna have a whole little dead parade of corgis in her burial chamber.
That grave is gonna stink. I think the biggest thing is just changing all the money, right? Because they have to take her face off all the money and get it out of circulation.
Oh yeah.
Quickly.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. It's the royal decree.
The law.
It seems like a waste of time and money.
The royal pudding.
The royal pudding.
I don't know. I can't wait for the parade where the protesters are going to get in the road again, because that was funny last time.
Pretty sure all her servants and pets and horses get buried with her.
It's
weird.
weird.
You guys want to die before me, because if you don't die before me, you're going in with me.
They get buried alive in the catacombs under the royal palace, right?
That's why there's so many weird monsters to fight in dungeons and shit in video games, because people are always burying their entourage with them.
It's weird because when I woke up and went to work, there was a little scroller on the news saying the queen is sick, blah blah blah, and I bet you at that point she was already dead.
Yeah,
and they just didn't, because they have a whole like London. What is it? London Bridge is falling.
London Bridge is falling down.
Yeah, so they got to fucking like get everybody to go through all the proper channels.
They have to notify.
But like,
all the
I don't know if this is still like the way it was, but there's like a day of mourning from when she dies till her actual funeral. And the thing I was reading is that all UK businesses are like closed.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck. Is that true? I have no idea.
I have no idea. I know that they get like a holiday, like permanent holiday now, which I think is funny because after they have enough monarchs die, their whole calendar is going to be filled up with dead president holidays or whatever it is.
That's why ours are only allowed to die all on the same day. That way we can just have a President's Day, and that's when they die.
Wasn't she like 96 or something? Sounds like
96.
Little North Korea-esque to me. What?
Mm-hmm.
The whole many days of mourning, gotta cry yourself till you're sick.
You gotta go to the Wailing Wall and cry about your pancakes.
The crazy thing is that there's someone been assigned to the job of creating a biography of her life. Waiting. Like they've been working on it for the last 90 years. Now they just tack the ending on and fucking boom, it's done.
It's like 3 generations.
They do that for celebrities too.
Well, they just make shit up with
They just save it for the day until they die and then they put it out.
When Tom Cruise slayed his first dragon with Tim Curry.
I'd watch that.
It's like The Legend, right? Except I guess Tim Curry was a demon, not a dragon. I Am Legend? Oh wait, no, that's the Will Smith.
It doesn't sound familiar. None of this sounds familiar to me.
We'll have to watch
before
Legend.
My time. What is it? Is it a bad movie?
I mean, it's 80s. It's like better than Labyrinth, I would say.
I don't know. I kind of like the Labyrinth.
Yeah, that's true.
What's his nuts? Really sold it for it.
David Bowie.
Yeah, David Bowie. Wasn't he like in weird tights? In that one.
Well, he's always in weird tights.
been a long time since I've seen the Labyrinth, and I gotta say, most times I see the Labyrinth, I am not sober.
We could have a double feature. We could watch Labyrinth and Legend.
The Legend of the Labyrinth.
The
Yeah,
Laba Legend.
the last Labyrinth unicorn.
The Queen's family has been in power for 1,000 years. How interesting.
The first thing I thought when she passed is I was thinking of like the Rita Repulsa thing, like after 1,000 years I'm free, time to conquer Earth, and I'm like, I don't know why I thought of the Power Rangers for some reason, but it'd be funny shit.
The Queen of England is a Power Rangers character to you?
Well, I don't know, Rita Repulsa like comes out of her egg when the Queen dies and starts summoning giant monsters.
Oh yeah,
in
so
England.
summoning kaiju's to attack Britain.
Yeah.
Speaking of royal pudding,
Oh man.
Royal pudding, Matt Stone and
it's hard to believe that it's been 25 years. Like, I remember
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw South Park, it was like 2 a.m. I'm like, oh, what is this? And back then you had to catch the show. Like, you couldn't
catch it on
record it. I'm like, okay.
Comedy Central.
So I'm like, okay, it was on Friday night, so I have to stay up all night Friday night on Comedy Central till I see it again. And then fuck, it was so hard to stay up till 2 a.m. when I was that young. And then when it came on, I had to remember, okay, 2 o'clock. I have to be here at 2 o'clock. And then I never missed an episode.
Yeah, I lived in the great states of America where it came on at 10 p.m.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
I mean, where I grew up, we had 13 channels, and 2 of them were fucking just text. You know what I mean? Like they just type on the screen.
2 of them were just
type on the
stories.
screen.
Yeah, we call that
right
the
now, I'm
emergency
itching my
broadcast.
balls.
They're like it was like an access channel, but we didn't have anything but yeah. So basically, you could just go on there and see like, oh, pancake breakfast is Saturday at the fucking Legion.
Dude, hell yeah.
That's pretty sick.
I mean, at the same time, you only had to dial 4 phone numbers. My phone number was 2230. Nothing else.
Damn.
How small is the fucking town that you lived in?
Small, dude.
How do you have that small of a phone number? What?
And then when I remember, they're like, oh, you got to put 3 more digits before. You're like, what? Now it's just standard to dial 11.
Fuck that.
12 even, because like how much international calling you have to do nowadays.
If it's 011
You
and
got
shit.
0 or 1, yeah. And a lot of like banks and stuff won't accept your number unless you have like the correct 0 or 1.
When I was younger, we got our first car and we had to get insurance, right? We went to the bank and got our direct routing number or whatever it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And we went over to the insurance and gave it to them. And then for 7 months, they didn't take any money from us because somebody mixed up a number and our insurance was coming out of someone else's account.
Alrighty. The next story. Twitch is removing the host mode. They announced it on September 6th, but they're removing it on October 3rd. So, if you guys don't know what that is, on Twitch, when you're having a fairly large following, you know what I mean? And you want to give that following a chance to see someone smaller than you. And maybe you like their content. So what you would do is you would host them. Basically, you would transfer all your viewers to them. And people will be like, oh, cool, thanks, blah, blah, blah. Apparently, Twitch doesn't like that because it lowers the quality.
I want to go watch AnalogByNature on Twitch. I wonder if they're there. And when you get there, they're hosting someone else who sucks.
Then don't watch it.
But there's also like people monetizing hosting, right? Like, oh, I'll drop 100 people on you they're just getting rid of it, which is stupid to me. Like,
so there's rating and then there's hosting. Hosting is where you physically host their channel, but a rating is when you send your viewers over to them. And that happens all the time. It's the same thing as hosting. It's just, it works better. It's like people like, go raid this person, tell them blah, blah, sent you. And go into the chat and like, oh, blah, blah, twizzle nuts.
Oh,
Sit me here to blah, blah, blah. And they spam a bunch of emotes and stuff.
there's so much hate rating though that I think they're trying to stop that, right?
The funny thing is like they've never lifted their finger to actually try to stop that to begin with.
Or anything for that matter.
Yeah, I mean they already got rid of all the fucking emotes that was triggering everybody. Or Why don't they just get rid of replays again while they're at it? Like, why do anything? If you're gonna get rid of hosting, like, why don't you get rid of your what's it called when you fucking
Co-streaming?
like co-stream? Why don't they just get rid of that too? Fucking, why
And
even have a streaming platform? Fuck's sake.
because they need more room for porn.
Oh, it's
Need more
true.
room for porn. They need more room for hot tub streamers,
hot tub streamers.
which got its own category. That's hilarious.
It was about time. It was overdue.
Yeah, what is this, caveman years?
But the thing is, like, it gets its own category, and they try to like recognize it for whatever it is, even though it's just a fucking scam, right? Try to recognize it for what it is, and they give its own little category, and they give them like respect. Oh, the hot tub streamers, you know, they're also part of the community. They put all the eyes on it, and then all the big people that came over there and started doing the trend leave for another trend, and then that whole thing just dies. Now there's like nobody in that category anymore, besides like random sluts and hot tubs. You don't believe in slut shaming?
Oh, okay.
World
So I
needs
don't know where
sluts.
you're going with that.
Do you believe in slut shaving?
They better. At least a little bit.
Better be trimmed up.
It was all bushy. It was just all bushy.
If you guys can
What
put
is that?
your eyes to the right of the screen, apparently this chick got caught having sex on her stream, and she got only a 7-day ban.
7-day ban.
Having sex on stream, you get a 7-day ban if you were a female over there on Twitch.
I mean, is that better or worse than a desk pop?
It's tough.
Or is this just a different kind of desk pop?
It is a different kind of desk pop. Yeah. A desk pussy pop.
Should you get like at least one? Like, shouldn't every streamer get at least one?
One desk pop? I think it's tradition, right?
Yeah. I think you should be able to. So, I mean, how is this any? You should be able to get one. And I'm like, okay, you had your one.
Their rules are just as arbitrary as fuck, right? Like, it's a case by case basis.
Remember this one dude got banned for showing his nipples once.
What's what happened?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A lot of dudes get banned on like accidentally. Like they'll be wearing a tank top or whatever, and then they'll move. They'll nipple, like, you know, fucking the tank top shifts, and you see like the edge of a nipple, and they get banned.
Ooh. So I mean, I don't think that's any different from how like obscure YouTube is. They had the video game that all of the tippity top people decided to stream, and some of them got nailed, and some of them didn't, and then it had a massive backlash. And
YouTube is really taking over Twitch.
It is.
It really is.
I've seen so many streamers, so many big Twitch streamers moving over to YouTube.
Yes.
You know why?
Discoverability.
They pay.
And they pay.
Yeah. Because whoever's number 2 is going to pay out the nose to beat number 1 to buy their market share back. And YouTube has money. And you think really Amazon is going to be paying a bunch of people to play video games on a dying platform? No.
Well, they are. Well,
it's exactly what they're doing.
Remember the biggest Twitch streamer at the time that recently left Twitch to YouTube. He's like, Twitch, I brought all these viewers. You know, I would get all these numbers.
Well, like the
Twitch,
doc.
The doc. But this guy was called Ludwood Ogren. He's like, I got all these viewers, and I'd hold big events and, you know, giant, massive viewer spikes and all this stuff. And it's all family friendly content. It was all, you know, up and up.
Right.
And he would hold like game shows, and like he like spent like a bunch of money on like the whole thing. He made props and sets and stuff. You know what I mean? There's a lot of streamers that are kind of doing that now. But, you know, he was doing the big ones.
I got a trigger warning for the next story.
Oh, a trigger warning for the next story? Nice. So this next story, folks. Can you monetize 9/11?
Oh, I'm so hungry.
Should you monetize 9/11?
Mansplain 9/11.
These are advertisements
from real places.
And they're just in bad taste for 9/11.
A lot of people are getting in trouble. Like somebody thought this was a good idea, right? Like,
look at this. So this is a restaurant, a seafood restaurant that every Sunday they have a new menu, a new theme menu. So they thought that this Sunday it would be just the greatest time to have a 9/11 themed restaurant sale, a dinner of tragedy.
The Now that means somebody put thought, time, and effort into this and didn't see the writing on the wall.
So I wonder if this was the same people that came up with all the Juneteenth stuff, because that's what I was trying to remember. The Juneteenth holiday, and people made T-shirts and food and everything, and they got in a shitstorm. Maybe they didn't learn, I guess.
Yeah, but who cares about Juneteenth? 9/11 was a tragedy. But you're like, this here tragic event.
I feel like some Flight 93 hot crab crostini. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, you could say it's like the celebration of the beginning of the Second Iraq War.
I guess.
Or the 2977 chowder. So the number of people that died in 9/11 chowder.
Oh, gosh.
Does it make you hungry? For some crab and corn with bacon chowder?
Some Pentagon pie? Like, do they really?
Well, I'm not going to lie. That actually sounds really good.
Don't forget
9/11 oysters, just on the nose, just 9/11 oysters.
Yeah.
Don't forget the Remember Teeny.
Remember Teeny?
It is just so bad. So bad. It's not bad. It's just dumb. Honestly, I find it really funny.
It's a little bit funny that they're,
Are these even good prices for food right now? Because
$7 for a Remember Teeny?
No, it's a fucking scam.
Okay. Fuck.
That's American, so that's like $12 for a fucking.
Fuck.
Or you can get the Never Forget sampler, which has a little bit of everything. Some Pentagon pie, some 97 chowder.
And you get 2 Remember Teeny cocktails.
Do they come in a to-go cup or something? Because, like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
It comes in 2 towers. Because it says eating drinks up for 2.
Jesus. We actually have another clip of another ad that was made. And again,
we have another poor taste ad.
These people also got reprimanded or whatever. But like, here.
What better way to remember 9/11 than with a Twin Tower sale? Right now, you can get any size mattress for a twin price. Full mattress? Twin price. Queen mattress? Twin price. King mattress? Twin price. Store-wide sale all day long.
Oh no, that's not real.
It is real.
It is real, sadly.
Fuck.
It is real.
Get canceled, scrubs.
Jeez.
Again,
I
I'm
wouldn't
saying
cancel him. I think it's funny. It's just like it's the amount of stupidity. Do you think that would you wouldn't get in trouble for it? You know what I mean?
Who signed off?
That's what I'm saying. Who signed off on that? Who's like, yeah, that's a good idea.
In that last one, that lady looked like she was in charge of that. She was too into it.
She's pretty smug at the end there, eh?
She's the ringleader. She's one of the pilots that didn't get fucking caught.
We'll never forget.
Like right there, yeah, this person.
You know what you fucking did.
He's the manager of the store.
Oh,
he's like, do it. Pull the plug.
I wouldn't even Nana put him in prison for 11 months. They won't joke again. They'd have to let everyone from January 6th out first for there to be room.
It is a king size mattress for the price of a twin. A pretty good deal. Am I wrong? I would go buy a mattress on 9/11 if it was that kind of good deal.
Now there's a lot of arguments for people that are like, tragedy and time. And I don't know what the rule is. Like, how long is it before this will actually be funny?
No,
we're not even in that war anymore. Let us make the jokes.
Yeah, we left them all of our helicopters and missiles, and we left. We apologized to them, right? That's how you apologize to a country. Right?
Sorry, buddy.
Apologize. Sorry, there's some missiles and Apache helicopters. We'll see you in about 10 years. About 10 years.
They definitely changed their little menu here. And I think they changed it to like a freedom thing. You know what I mean? They changed it to like pro-American or something like that.
Freedom teeny.
Something like that.
People are going to be having parties and barbecues.
If they would have just waited, they could have got tea and crumpets and shit.
Oh my gosh.
Some beans on toast. I'm gonna do a whole Queen thing. It'd be great. Alrighty, the next story. Ooh, some breaking news from the BBC. Man rushed to hospital at shut the fuck up, Jans, you fuck.
I was in
Man
the
rushed
news.
to hospital after sounding too deep with a Twizzler.
Because I'm
what?
in too deep and
Candy
I'm
breaks
trying.
off and requires emergency surgery to remove.
This reminds me of ducks for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Is this actually breaking news? Come on.
It broke off inside of him, apparently.
Oh, could you imagine?
Mm.
Wait, Twizzlers are pretty fucking big, man.
Well, how else are you supposed to get the hamster out?
You see down there in the middle a little X-ray of it.
Wow.
Pretty long.
That's a hardcore. That's like all the way.
For you folks at home that don't know what sounding is, you insert rods of different assortments, I'm assuming, into your urethra.
Yikes.
I mean, is that to get gallstones out or something? Like, what are those things called? I don't know.
I have no idea why you do this.
People do it for, from what I see, is some people get pleasure from it, which it literally makes me cringe thinking of. Never mind, how are they going to get that out?
With a pair of fucking pliers.
Oh my god. It's going to dissolve at some point, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, not with what candy's made out of. No. So, Dr. Glide, if this happened on your watch, how would you take care of it? Since I'm sure you have not seen anything this dumb, but I'm sure. Dr. Glide minute.
I have two thoughts that would come in my head automatically, right? These little tweezers they're basically a metal tube, and you insert it, and then you have to push it in, and like these little like claws pop out the top of it. Like they come out of the tube, pop out, kind of like pincers, and then you twist, and then the pincers collapse onto the object, and then you can pull it out of things.
Like a mechanic's grip.
Yeah, something like that.
They couldn't even put a catheter through that. They would have to had a fucking hole for a while because it would be blocking you up, right? And I mean, that's essentially, it's a catheter made of licorice.
Or probably, sedate the area and then stretch the penile cavity and remove it via tweezers.
Yeah, like dilate it.
Yeah.
Get in there. Yeah.
Now, if he was smart, he would have bit the ends off and he would have been fine, right?
Yeah, so he could just be through it.
Yeah, because it's got a hole in the middle.
It's true.
Now, do you think it was the original Twizzlers flavor? Do you think it was like the chocolate Twizzlers?
Or like a pull and peel?
Like a pull and peel, yeah.
Those are fucking big. That's like a quarter of an inch.
It was probably a pull and peel.
So those are my favorite. Now, picture this. You're having a nice Sunday, home alone. You're like, you know what? No one's around. I'm bored. I'm going to fucking stick a Twizzler in my dick. And then it gets stuck. Now, imagine how long he tried to deal with it with him by himself. He could have sat with it for a day or two, And he's like, okay, I got a serious fucking problem.
Anything to do with my dick and balls is an automatic. I'm going to the hospital. If it's something that I don't know from my own medical knowledge, I'm not playing no games. Nothing else matters. I'll whoop that shit out right in front of the doctor. Hey, fix, chop.
Sources are saying he told his grandma first, and she tried to suck it out.
Oh,
the queen. Is that what killed her?
Oh,
the sounding Twizzler.
Because now
she
choked on her throat, and she has to go to the hospital. They're like, "How'd you get this Twizzler stuck in your throat?" It's a long story.
All the way to the base long. The sour Twizzlers with little sour
sugar
crystals on the outside. You know what? But when the sour part of those little Twizzlers dissolve, they're pretty easy. They get smaller by a considerable amount.
Pretty quick too.
Yeah,
but
so you don't.
A Twizzler itself,
I think those have been okay.
That would take a while to break down, man. Have you ever tried to I don't know, I've never tried to suck on a Twizzler, but
I used to use them as straws at the movie theater.
Yeah.
You bite off each end, you jam it into your soda, and you use it as a little sweet straw at the theater. Soda breaks it down pretty fast, but I don't think you're gonna want to run soda through your.
But it's just a little bit. It's just a little bit slimy, though. It doesn't break the whole fucking thing down.
If you drink like a whole large soda with the Twizzler, it starts to hardcore deteriorate.
Oh, well, maybe it's not that bad. You could eventually just pass it. But what
But
a
that's
fucking
soda. That's not just your dick. You know what I
Well,
mean?
couldn't you just
Like,
drink a bunch of soda and then wait for it to do its job?
just be high in uric acid.
Yeah, just drink a bunch of cranberry juice and wait for it.
Like it's crazy. People are crazy. I don't get
he
it.
should have like hung on a tree, right, with his upper half and like swinged his legs around, see if it would just like inertia would have shot it out like a slingshot. Just I'm trying to make a sound for it, but
Oh, like
there we go.
helicopter it out.
It
Just
just
pops
helicopter
out.
right out, just woo.
Pew! Do a
That's
little
so
dance.
fucking
Shoot it
funny.
out like one of those long balloons, and they let go at the end of it, and they just
Yeah. And then make it into a little dog.
Pinocchio. Bad creative choices in this clip. Choices. Clip this adaptation strings.
I saw the
Oh,
trailer.
it's a funny
for
joke.
this.
Apparently, Pinocchio, the new movie's trailers, dog shit. The new
Yes.
Pinocchio is dog shit.
And
It
it's straight to
cringe.
Amazon or something. No, straight to Disney. I think it only
Disney
had like
Plus.
the theatrical release was just like for the celebrities to be there. But yeah, apparently the CGI is bad. It's very boring.
How many of those people from Disney they got busted for grooming? Wasn't it like 129 of them?
There was a big group. Was it Disney or was it
Yeah.
Nickelodeon though?
It was
Because
Disney.
both got hit, right?
No, Nickelodeon
Nickelodeon had a
kids.
guy.
No. Oh,
Nickelodeon
was
didn't
it
try to
Disney
hide
then? Was it Disney?
Yeah, it was Disney. It was like
Yeah, it was
129
Disney.
people.
There's a whole gang of people. Yeah, it's almost as bad as the subway scandal.
Which
Subway.
one?
I like old Disney movies, so
Use CDK 10 now for 10% off a 5-foot long Subway. Makes
off
mouths
a
happy.
$5 foot long makes it $4.90.
I'm still confused about the Subway thing. Jared from Subway? Is that what you're talking
His
about?
name is Jared.
Yeah, but when he got
has
busted, there was
AIDS.
like a gang of people behind him too. Like they busted a whole bunch of people, not just him.
Didn't that whole gang of people like sell him out and they all got away scot free?
The woman did. I think everybody else went to jail. A couple people died.
They knew too
Hmm.
much.
Not enough.
Who knew not putting sauce on your sub would fucking make you lose weight? Plus,
Dun, dun.
he had AIDS too, right?
He had a lot of AIDS.
Jared had AIDS?
A lot
Yeah,
of AIDS. And he wanted to give all the kids AIDS too.
yeah. He said
I
if
thought he
everybody
AIDS. I
had
thought he was
AIDS,
just a fat.
if everybody had AIDS, they would have help losing weight too.
Yeah, you need lots of AIDS.
You didn't see that?
You know, I didn't trust him as soon as I saw his gum line. There's something wrong with
He
him.
used to be big and fat. Now he's got AIDS.
He just has a really weird gum line. He has a really punchable face, and I just don't like people like that off principle, and I'm usually right.
If we had AIDS, this show would go easier.
It would.
That's shit.
We'd be lamenting our mortality instead of making fun of Tom Hanks.
Oh, poor Tom Hanks. He's okay.
Tom Hanks. Folks, it's now time for Dear Glide. I'm Glide. Dear Glide, I suspect my wife of 6 years is having an affair. She means a great deal to me. I don't want a divorce. My suspicions are beginning to wreck my personal and professional life. And I don't know what to do. I recently heard of a TV show that investigates and catches cheating spouses on film. I'm seriously considering contacting the producer. Do you think my wife and I would be able to reconcile if I had her investigated and caught her on this show? Just asking in the Big D. Okay. This is precarious. Don't be stupid. Don't automatically get the TV involved, because what if she's not and you look like an asshole?
Right? Have you seen this show? I've actually seen, maybe not the exact show, but I've seen shows like that. And the guy got stabbed.
The PI got stabbed or the dude?
Yeah, the PI got stabbed.
That's cool. Might have to watch it now. But hire a personal private investigator, not one attached to the show. Get a large amount of evidence for or against if she is or isn't. So if she is, then you can contact the TV and let them do it. And you look like, oh, woe is me, I got cheated on. Aha, I got you on camera. But if it's the other way around and you just look like an insecure asshole, That's on you. Like, you're just being dumb. Like, don't go into any kind of situation without all the information. And that's rules to live by with Glide. Dear Glide, I'm a male escort. So you're a whore. While I'm working on my master's degree at the University of Washington, D.C., don't dox yourself on here. I don't care where you're from. But you're from Washington, D.C., so the escort thing checks out. I take out women, usually my mother's age. Would you take out your own mother? Do you? You should call it.
You should
and
call
I am
it.
paid well. There is no sex involved. You're a liar. You're lying right to my fucking face. These women simply need a decent-looking, well-dressed guy. Take them to various social events at which they would feel ill. Okay, Mozart. Over here, fucking full score. If not accompanied. Very well, friends. Very few of my friends know about my moonlighting, which is the way I want it. I have met some interesting, intelligent women in my work. Most of them widowed or divorced. 3 of these women would like to marry me. Marriage is out of the question. I am gay.
Oh.
Should I tell them? It would be easier than trying to make up reasons for my lack of interest. Yes or no, Mr. X in DC. So you're lying to my face about the whole no sex thing. You don't have to. I understand. And if these women were really so intelligent or interesting, why do they need to hire an escort? You see what I'm saying? Your story has little holes in it. You're gay. Just have the sex with them. If they're gonna marry you, get the money and run. If they're willing to hire a whore, they're willing to get their money stolen. Them's the laws of the streets, and you know it as well as I do. Don't trust a hoe. Don't trust them. In the words of 303. If it's really so uptight and professional and you're a high-class male escort, tell them off the back. See if they get mad. If they get mad, you might not get paid.
Yeah,
So you're gonna have to run the line of awkwardly saying, "No, I don't want to be married," or you losing your paycheck. And that's a personal choice you have to make.
Cash in hand and then tell them.
Or that, cash in hand, and then go.
Oh yeah, I'm gay.
You don't get like where you have like ping their credit card first, like the hotels do.
Yeah, you have to pay up front, $300 before you can even check in.
He has one of those little card swipes in his ass.
Security deposit.
You take cash or card, and she's like, card, and he just turns around at this button. No, you just swipe it down there.
You could be a male prostitute for dudes. I'm sure you'd make more money.
Yeah, you have to be like good looking to be a male prostitute for women.
Facts. Or a cat.
No, how would a cat work? You can have sex with a cat.
Well, okay.
Well, I'm right, am I not?
I don't know. I don't know what he's saying right now.
There's furries.
It's true.
I don't think furries are going to hire an escort. They're going to go on like a seedy internet forum and try to groom
They find each other for free. Yeah.
Yeah. The local dog park.
They put in the Tumblr work.
Alrighty, pull up the next one. Remember, don't shit where you eat, Mr. X. Ooh, dear Glide, I'll make this short and sweet. What is the proper amount of time to stay at a come and go party? Well, wanting to be correct. What is a come and go party?
Yeah,
is it like a orgy drive-through?
You just show up, come, and go.
Yeah, you got to make your appearance, right?
You know what? You want to be correct. Your perception of you is based on your own internal monologue. Other people might see you and have their own judgments about you. But who the fuck cares? Those people will disappear as soon as you walk out of that room. How many of them are there thinking, dang, I want to leave? And they see you come, oh yeah, hell hi, then you just dip. They want to be you. Why do you care what they think? You want to come and just leave as soon as you greeted everybody. I think that's acceptable. You went out of your way, you went to a different place, you mingled, you said hi, then you can say bye. I don't even say bye at parties, I just leave.
Most of the time,
And you
yeah, I
can
just
too.
leave.
I mean, Glide, does it depend if they have good food? Like, if they have good food, should you just stay longer? Or no?
Yeah, you know what? That is a good point. If they have good food, I would stay longer. That's a personal thing. If they had an open bar, I probably wouldn't leave.
Like you show up, you have a drink, you get a picture taken with somebody, and then you fucking make a big joke, and then you just disappear.
Yeah, as long as people see you, right? They see you, they know that you're there, you just quietly back out whenever you want. Unless you want to stay there longer, are you afraid of staying there too long? If you're afraid of staying there too long, when your feet hurt, just leave.
When you notice other people leaving, probably a good sign to leave.
Be inconspicuous. You see a big group leaving, just jump right in the group, tail in the back. You should be okay. Because remember, why go to a party if you're not going to enjoy it? Leave when you want to. Unless it's your own party, and then you're just inviting trouble. You know what I mean?
That's how you get broken furniture.
Yeah. That's how you have something to throw up in your sink.
That's not you.
That's not you, yeah. I'm a fan of throwing up in the sink, I understand.
Except for when you have hot dogs.
And then I just aim my mouth right at the hole.
The seagulls are like trying to get your hot dogs.
Alrighty, folks, we're up a 3-minute break. Then we're going to bring it back and we'll be back.